Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Yeah. Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. The popcorn world.
You don't stop. Never eat your pig cause your pig is a cop.
I got the rap patrol on the gat patrol. Ladies love me long time like Tupac Zone.
Like roll, like dough, like dro, nitro. And if you don't know, now you know. You know I got
Up to the house
in my 6'4".
Oh snap! Guess what I saw? Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. I jumped out the rock and said, what's up?
Designated driver, take the keys to my truck.
Pauline, I'm a cook, get nice, split the blunt up.
Come on, everybody, let's get the fuck up.
Man, what y'all wanna do?
What you gonna do?
Baller,
B-ballers,
shot
shot callers. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her.
I was like, good gracious, ass is bodacious. And I approached baby like,
Hi, my name is last name ever, first name greatest. I've been spending hundreds since they had small faces.
see no by the layers, true fucking player. Race in the space means peace, see you later.
Funky fresh and yes, cold on my feet.
My life's like a soundtrack I wrote to the beat. When the streets keep calling, heard it when I was asleep.
T-O-M-G-T-O in my city, mobbing in the street.
This is my part, nobody else speaks.
You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, I'll be. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five.
Add one more plus me and you yeah. Keep it on the floor.
I tell you what, some of these days get busier than others. This is one of those days. These last couple of days have been busy, but a good busy. You feel me, little bro? You're good busy. So I ain't tripping.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tripping. You don't hear nothing tripping. You don't hear no tripping in my trip.
It's all for the greater good.
It's all for the greater good. That's all I'm saying. But I'm glad to see you tonight, though.
Glad to see you too. I see we got the black and white.
Listen, man, you know we doing our 50th hip hop thing. You know we coming through. So I had to give some love to one of my favorite MCs, the Mr. Rakim Allah. Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Paid in Full, Mr. Microphone Fiend. So, you know.
Last time y'all did that, it was questionable calls. But
listen, I'm finding out this is a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do. But the problem is, you got to be realistic about who really dominated and put your biases aside. Because listen, if I'm doing this list looks totally different. Yeah. But I guess it's not fair to put my favorites, nothing but my favorites up. So that's what we're struggling with, man. We're struggling with, okay, what's the real winner of that year versus, because, like, give you a perfect example, and I know we got to go on with the show, but give you a perfect example. My favorite 98 song, the most shocking to me, was Hard Knock Life. That's the one for me. Hard Knock Life. Changed the game. But I understand why Rough Riders Anthem won, because you couldn't go nowhere without hearing DMX. So I get it.
Facts.
So I understand. Some things just don't work out. So we're doing the set round 2, 99 to the present on Saturday. So if you ain't got nothing to do Saturday night after the games, I'll go off. I know Dion them got the late game. So just put it in the background and watch us. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have a good time. So anyway, man, Killer Cam is in the building as well. He looks good. He's ready.
What's going on, Killer?
Killer.
What's going on, brothers? Y'all doing all right?
Got the
Yes,
brand.
sir. Yes, sir.
I like it, Killer Cam. I like it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Man, we got a lot to discuss tonight, man.
Where's Reggie?
I don't know. I think he's en route. But you know, as they say in one of the most prophetic movies of all time, House Party 2, time waits for no man. So we gonna roll on through this thing. Listen, there's no bigger story than the story. We had to all endure Mike Greenberg on ESPN for 8 months. Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets. Every single day this summer, it was the Jets. And then the man rode out there for 4 plays, and his whole season was done. And I'm gonna tell you, let me just tell you before we get to the question, because the question is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you my reaction when I watched it. I didn't think it was that bad. I was thinking, oh, he twisted his ankle because of, oh boy, you know, the way the tackle, I saw his toe going to the ground real hard, and my man was pressing down on him. So I said, okay, he twisted his ankle. No big deal. I'm like Peyton Manning, because I'm watching the Peyton Manning cast. They're gonna wrap him up, get him back out there, we good. But then I started going to the interweb, and all these doctors started chiming in saying, nah, it's a wrap. They're like, did you see how that calf wiggled in the back? That's the sign of a popping Achilles. Now, Ryan Clark jumped out there quick. He's like, oh, he broke it. And I was like, he broke it? Then he had to clean that up. But, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers, the starting quarterback of the New York Jets, done in 4 plays.
Oh, my God.
In 4 plays. But my question to you is, and by the way, let me be fair. He put this out today, so I want to show him some love. He put this out today. Aaron Rodgers said in an Instagram text, thank you to every person that has reached out, called, texted, DM, connected through a friend, etc. It has meant a ton to me, and I'll try and get back to all of you soon. I'm completely heartbroken and moving through all the emotions, but deeply touched and humbled by the support and love. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I begin the healing process today. The night is darkest before the dawn, and I shall rise yet again. Wow, guys.
How poetic.
That's very poetic. However, I don't know if it was realistic. So that leads us to question number 1.
He said what he's supposed to say.
He said what he's supposed to say.
That's all. Yeah.
But Cam, do you believe what he said? Do you believe a 39-year-old dude?
No.
Is coming back to play in the NFL?
I can't see it happening. I can't. That's a lot, man. If we're talking 35, maybe pushing it, and 39, you already on your last wheels, and like that's a lot. And the rehab alone. You know what I mean? So I really think this is it. I think this is it. But if it's anybody that's going to prove that it's not, Aaron Rodgers could be the man. Like Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, those type of people that will try to prove it wrong. But like he was contemplating on retiring the last 2 years, and we're not even talking about injuries.
Yeah.
So this may be it, man. And unfortunately, it goes out like this. But we saw Peyton Manning have a serious neck issue, and he came back and played.
And he made it back.
So,
and it was primarily because he didn't want to go out like that.
Exactly. So
yeah, because he didn't have nothing else to prove.
Who knows?
Yeah. So who knows? But I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna turn it over to you, Chad. I think I'm leaning more toward what you're saying, Ken. I think he's going to attempt a comeback. How successful that comeback is going to be, I don't know. But I think he is going to attempt to do it. Now, keep in mind, there was another player that tried to attempt to come back, and it didn't end well. So I'm just saying. Father Time is undefeated, never lost. So I wish Aaron all the best in his rehab. I want him to come back. I want to see him go out on his own terms. But if this is the end, what a career. What a career.
Yeah.
So there you go. Chad?
Since it's the 50 years of hip hop, I'm going to say one of the greatest MCs in the world said this: grand opening, grand closing.
Wow.
Hey, man.
The Achilles injuries are very serious. We saw a lot of guys come. The Kobe's and the Klay Thompsons in the world, different sport. So I'm saying that Rodgers plays a different sport, and it's going to be very hard for him to come back and deal with those 300-pound linemen trying to tackle him. I think he just needs to go ahead and just call it quits because that is a very serious injury to try to rehab and come back from.
And Chad, you make a great point. Do you really want to come back and have dudes 200, 300 pounds chasing you again? And because oh man, I ain't trying to speak bad.
The league gave him an out. The injury gave him an out. He didn't want to just say, I'm retired. The injury could have been like, I'm out because of injury. So, I think it gave him an out.
I hate to say it. I'm not going to say what you said. That's rude.
Wow.
That's rude. But I am going to say, do you really want to try to, man, because guess what? Football ain't going to change just because you rehab that Achilles. There's still going to be three. And the only way I would come back to the Jets is if they built a fortified wall to block for me, like a literal wall. You got to fix that offensive line. Even though Shannon Sharp said, "Man, that wasn't Brown's fault. That wasn't Brown's fault. That was Aaron's fault because it's a 3-step drop." And he's right. 3-step drop typically is a timing drop. So you're supposed to get the ball out.
Yeah.
Quick. So I'm not trying to place blame, though. I'm just going to say, think about it hard, long and hard, Aaron. Just really give it some thought, bro. I understand in the moment right now you're in your feelings. You're in your Jasmine Sullivan right now. Think about it long and hard before you make that decision because you got a long road, brother.
And they went all in, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Let me ask y'all this question. Because all I heard this morning was the argument, and it was a really intense argument on Get Up. And they were talking about Aaron. Okay, so do you go all in on Zach Wilson, or do you try to bring somebody in or make a trade? And the names that came up were Taylor Heineke, Matthew Stafford, Nick Foles, some of the typical names that are out there, Jameis Winston. So there's a lot of names out there.
Yeah.
I think Kimberly Martin's thing was, and I think I agree with her. You went in on Zach. You clearly wanted Zach. Because you could have got rid of Zach. If Zach is, first of all, you brought Aaron in because Zach was so bad last year. He lost the locker room. There was no faith in him. Nobody believed in him. It was a disaster, right? Now you back to Zach, and you kept him like you got married to Aaron Rodgers, but you kept your side chick. So now your side chick is your main chick again. So I mean, can you really go out and remarry somebody else? Like, and then who do you go get that can carry you 16 games or 15 more games?
I would say Nick Foles because he's done it before. He hasn't. No, he hasn't.
That was half a season.
He's got somebody. He's got a team to a Super Bowl, and he's won the Super Bowl.
That was half a season.
But that was through 5 games.
Carson Wentz played their whole season.
Right.
I mean, but he's the other person that he's gotten there.
You know why you say that, Chad? Because he has not been a part of your organization. You do not want Nick Foles. Let me tell you firsthand.
Out of all the guys he's named,
Chad,
you know what we're gonna do? Bring Kaepernick back.
Here's some names they throwing out. John is throwing out: Case Keenum, Joe Flacco, Carson Wentz. Make a trade for Gardner Minshew, Brian Hoyer.
I love
Andy
the Flacco.
Dalton,
I like the Flacco. I like the Andy Dalton.
Cam Newton. I ain't never said that was my favorite.
I'm not gonna say Cam Newton. I know how I feel about that.
You never heard me say Cam Newton. I don't like none of them. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you who I like.
These choices do anything for me.
How old is Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco is 1,600 years old.
He about the same age as Rodgers, probably.
I don't think Joe Flacco's it.
What'd you say? You said he got the same amount of Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all are coming in hot tonight.
He does, but he's about the same age too. I don't. They might as well just stick with Zach Wilson.
You need a quality backup because you only got one quarterback on the roster. So before the week is out, they're gonna have another quarterback. Who that is, I don't know.
Just tank a couple of names out there. Just
throw
tank
more names out there.
First of all, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what the media say. First of all, Tom Brady has to tell me no. First of all, if I'm the Jets,
I'm sure he already has.
But he got to do that 10 times too. Yeah, I'm going to keep asking. It's got to be a definite no. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you this, Lord. If I'm the Jets, the way that I'm structured right now, I may make a call to Drew Brees. I might make a call for 1 year to Drew Brees. I may make a call for 1 year to Drew Brees. With the team that they got, I would.
Drew Brees.
I wouldn't do it.
I might make a call 1 year to Drew Brees. Yes.
If I'm Drew Brees, I'd be like, thank you, but no thank you.
I'm just telling you, I would make a call.
Yeah. I mean, you got to kick the tires at this point just to know your options are open at this point. So, I mean, I kind of see it, but I don't think he'll get out of that booth.
You got to tell me no.
Tom Brady has 375 million reasons not to get back on the field.
Tom Brady ain't coming. Give that dream.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This team is structured and maybe better defensively than what Tom Brady had at Tampa Bay.
It absolutely is, and he'd be a fool to come back and coach this team. A fool. Because wasn't he running for his life in Tampa Bay?
Yep.
The last season, and he didn't want to get hit, and he falling down to the ground early.
This team got a better running game, better defense.
He's still dreaming about the Cowboys chasing him in their game.
I would just tank for Caleb Williams. Tank for Caleb Williams, and then there you got your quarterback for the future, and then you got running backs, wide receivers. You got it.
Listen, I understand why they don't want to tank. I totally get it. They got that defense is for real. Like their defense is solid, man. And if Aaron had stayed healthy, I do think they'd have something to talk about. But man,
who's the starting quarterback? Who's the starting quarterback in Tennessee?
Right now it's Ryan Tannehill.
So can they make that's cool. Can they make a call? And listen, I understand how it went last year. How it went last year. Can they call Matt Ryan? We're talking about for 1 year. That's all we're talking about is to get through the year because you've invested so much. Can they make a call to Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan is absolutely available. He's absolutely available. I apologize. My grass guy got here late today, so that's what you're hearing in the background.
That's cool.
Okay.
And the way they performed yesterday, Daniel Jones may be available. I don't know.
Listen. You don't want that right now. There you got some issues.
No, that's my fault. I ain't talking to you all week. That's my fault.
No.
My fault,
we
man.
definitely gonna get to that in a minute. So I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying.
It ain't
I may feel the same way. I don't know yet. But I think you just got to get a solid backup and ride the wave with Zach Wilson, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Can I ask you another question on it?
Yeah.
If you got Zach Wilson with the number 2 overall pick, why did they take Aaron Rodgers to come for you to try to put all these major pieces around him? You should have done that for Zach Wilson anyway. In my opinion,
yeah.
Number 2 pick, Trey Lance, number 2 pick. Like I understand these older guys come. I understand what they did with Tom Brady and Tampa Bay, go all in. But if you pick somebody with your number 2 pick, I'm going all in. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to put pieces around them. Just like they did. Who was the other? Who's the butt fumble guy?
Sanchez. Who was that?
Sanchez with the back-to-back AFC championship games, but they had like the Damian Thomas and they had Country. They had like people around him, Brandon Mark. Like, why don't they try to do that for the new generation of the number 2 picks and number 1 picks?
I agree. I listen. They did, but they clearly didn't believe in. Here's what makes this story crazy, because essentially Zach Wilson just Thanos the Jets. Like he said, y'all couldn't live with your own failure, and now where does that bring you?
And this is the worst thing that could have happened to Zach Wilson, because now you got to go behind and say, okay, like you could hide behind that Aaron Rodgers stuff, but now it's like, all right,
he's not ready. He's absolutely not ready.
Shouldn't have been the number 2 pick.
No. History has told us he shouldn't have been the number 2 pick at all.
And somebody else said that he was good. I ain't gonna say no names, Tony Romo, but somebody said that he was the next coming and all that stuff.
They wanted him. I agree with you, Jay. They wanted him to learn, and he learned some things. Not enough to carry them 17 games. He about to learn something this weekend. He better learn a lot of lessons.
Oh my God.
I feel bad for the young man because his career could not be starting off worse.
Hey,
it's real bad.
He got a good defense. He got a great running game. It's on you, man. Just protect the ball, man. Don't turn the ball over.
Can he do that though?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it.
Did he win the game for them? He didn't win the game for them.
No, he didn't win the game.
That's what I'm saying. Because Garrett Wilson made one of the best catches I've ever seen. I ain't never seen a dude steal the interception from another player and then catch it and score a touchdown. That was amazing.
Come on. And now, next week, you got to hike the ball and you got to stir down number 11?
Yeah.
Oh,
and by the way, you knew this was going to happen. We all knew this was going to happen. But what if they give Kaepernick a chance?
So, I'm not going to have no comments on this.
There's no more chances for him. There's no more chances.
Should there be
after he took that money, there's no more chances. We paid you off. You
know how I feel about Kaepernick.
I think he's gonna get his chance.
A chance to do what? He
in the Canadian Football League.
To comment about it. I say you play. I said they're gonna give him a microphone and say.
The only way Kaepernick plays in this league again is if Jim Harbaugh come back to the league.
Yeah. I feel bad for the dude because he chance after chance keep passing him by and he never gonna get.
You feel bad for who?
Kaepernick.
He can't play.
He could. It was one time he could.
And the NFL gave him a settlement.
All right. Listen, I know what the Five Nation wants. Okay, let me just give you what you want.
It's not true. This is not true. What you finna say? Not for me. I have no problem with what happened, Lord.
NFC best, worst, most surprised. I'll go first. I ain't scared of y'all. Obviously, the best was the Cowboys defense. Obviously. I can honestly say, as an objective journalist, that was a hell of a performance.
You missed one part.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Defense and special teams. You got to come on now.
I'm not gonna give you special teams because that was in the rain.
Say, man.
That was in the rain. I'm not gonna give you that. I am gonna give you for sure the defense. The defense was unbelievable. I mean, I can't even listen. Somebody beat your ass 40-0.
Oh,
that's pretty clear. That's pretty telling. Now, what it told you is what's in question, because I really don't know. I don't know if we're that bad or the Cowboys really are that good. Now, here's what'll be interesting. And by the way, obviously, my worst is the Giants' performance. They didn't score. Okay. But if they go out and beat the mess out of Arizona, then I gotta believe the Cowboys' defense really is that good. They just stopped us, and they probably gonna stop some other folks. So we're gonna see. But that's an easy call on best and worst. Now, my most surprising is the Bucs over the Vikings, but for the reason that Baker Mayfield came out talking about, well, we knew they signed, so we was just stealing their sign. Homie, what are you doing? What's wrong with that's your boy? That's your boy talking reckless. Get your boy, Cam.
He said he was a Texas Ranger fan. He said he was a Texas Ranger fan.
I don't like that. I don't even need that mojo on our squad.
Shots to
No, you don't know that. You can listen. Just because y'all had a good week, you don't know that yet. Just one game. Settle down. Cowboy fans are always talking about how great they are. Settle down. It's one game. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go next. My list didn't look any different from what you had. So
even Bucs Vikes?
Even Bucs, yeah. I mean, the Vikings, I thought they were going to win that game. I didn't think Baker Mayfield would, have been, him being on the Bucs, be valuable like that, as far as them winning against the Vikings.
Slow down. I didn't say he was valuable.
I'm saying as far as just like, I watched some inside the NFL stuff and he was, talking major trash and
right.
So, but I didn't call that game. I didn't think they were going to win.
He always talking trash. He been talking trash his entire time in the league. And to me, it's the most shocking thing ever. Because, bro, there's no more yo-yo player than Baker Mayfield. He's up one game. He is super down the next three. So, bro, you probably should just take the humble. You had a good game. We'll see how that works out for you.
Yeah, Cousins throwing for over 100 and Jefferson going for 150. That's supposed to be a dub. So.
All right, Cam, we're ready for you, brother.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys.
And I ain't talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you hear me?
I mean, listen.
Okay, I'll make this real quick. I'll make it simple. The most surprising was the Cowboys.
Okay.
They was very surprising. I was very surprised that they would shellac them like they did. Yeah. I wasn't surprised by the defense. Listen, before the year started, I've been talking about it. I've been talking to y'all about it. I told you, I said, I think this may be I'm saying I hate the Cowboys. Y'all know how I feel about them. And I'm saying this might be their year just because of the defense itself. Like, I feel like they got two lockdown corners. I feel like Bland is that good. I feel like Malik Hook is that good. I feel like they got the best defensive player, Aaron Donald. I feel like they got the best defensive player in the league in Parsons who can play linebacker or on the line. I hate him, but I'm a realist. I felt like Zeke leaving the Cowboys was going to open up the offense more, and it's not like, oh my God, we got to get Zeke involved. We gotta. So,
well, we don't know that yet, though. We don't know that yet.
We don't. I'm just telling you what I've been saying.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I've been saying.
I feel
like, you know what I'm saying? But of course, I get listen, I got the text messages to prove it. We going to Vegas. We going to the Super Bowl. And this is why I hate the Cowboys. because they always jump to this stuff. So
I ain't said
delete
none of
that
that.
out of my phone.
Lord, you know I haven't said none of that.
You
No,
have
yeah.
not said. So I'm just saying, Cowboys, y'all had y'all moment, y'all shine. The worst team by far. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. Let me take something off.
Okay.
No, let me take something off though. The worst performance, I'm going to give it to the Giants.
Yeah.
But they have 2 rookie corners starting. I'm not making no excuse for that.
And they made a lot of
That
mistakes.
offensive line looks disastrous. Daniel Jones didn't have a chance. I'm not even putting this on Daniel Jones. Even the running back, you get popped like that, and God dang, it was good. Hey Jay, I got them, Jay. Don't worry about it. I got that.
We ain't got the
Jay.
AFC yet. That's the next
I got
question.
that covered, Jay.
Matter of fact, go ahead and roll on in. Go ahead and roll on in.
My best performance, I got a tie in the NFC.
Okay.
I love what Detroit did.
Okay.
And
okay.
Just for the record, for people who don't know, they have Detroit picked to win the division. So I love what they did, but they are picked to win a division. And I thought they put on a masterpiece. I think they were solid all the way around. Kansas City ain't no punks, and they ain't stupid. They done signed Chris Jones already. That quick, right? Okay.
Everybody got that done.
And I had to give them a tie with San Francisco. San Francisco looked solid from every position. And I think it's gonna be tough to beat San Francisco this year.
You know what?
Now, would you would have gave Detroit that? Would you would have gave Detroit that if Kelsey was playing?
Yes, yeah, I would have gave Detroit that because we've talked about it. I've told y'all they got them picked to win a division for a reason, and all the games they lost last year by less than 3 points. Yeah. That team fights. That team don't give up. It fights. It's competitive, and they got some ballers over there, and they make their quarterback look great. They make Goff look great.
You know what's interesting to me about San Francisco? I don't know if Brock Purdy is good or not. I still don't know. All I do know is that he don't make no mistakes.
I thought he was good at Iowa State. See, that's I saw John play against them.
Yeah,
I thought Purdy was good. I thought he was good.
Here's what he is. Number one, he's super smart.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, he studies extremely well. He clearly knows his playbook and what defenses are doing in relation to what he's being asked to do. He knows that very well. So he ain't gonna. So one thing he ain't gonna do, he ain't gonna go out there and beat himself. You got to make him go. You got to make him make mistakes, and I have yet to see a team do that yet. So they may have enough. We'll see. We will see. They may have enough, but I know they beat the dog snot out of. I mean, they made them look bad.
Pittsburgh.
Like, I was like, golly. Are the 49ers really this good? I thought the Steelers were better than that. I really did. You know, but
I think the Steelers are better than that. I think San Francisco is that good, though.
See, that's what I think.
They've been team-top in the Super Bowl the last 3 years, man.
We might be looking at teams that are that good, and when you look and there's a gap. Now, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. There's a gap. There might be a gap. So I'm just hoping my team ain't really that bad. But okay. Cam, we coming right back to you with question 3, bro. Talk to us about this AFC. What you doing?
That's tough. Well, I can hit the worst right now.
Okay.
You're the highest paid player in NFL history. Mr. Joe Burrow, I'm calling you out.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Yeah, you're the highest paid player in NFL history.
Come on, man.
You're the highest paid player in NFL history.
Come on, man.
Are that guy. Yeah, I'm calling you out, man.
3.
Hey.
Joe Burrow called Daniel Jones Sunday night and was like, man, thank you so much, bro. I so appreciate you because it was going to be a rough Monday for Joe. It was going to be a rough Monday for Joe if it wasn't for Daniel Jones. Yeah. 14 of 31. That man passed for 82 yards. He makes $276 million, 200 of 19 of which is guaranteed.
How much he make again?
$276 million.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Okay.
And they got. I would love to see the math on that.
That's a lot of Skyline chili, but
218. Like, listen, For 82 yards, that's an expensive 82 yards.
He better come back and have 482 yards next week. I don't care who they play.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, that was my worst as well.
Okay.
And it's not even no, that was not my worst. That's my surprising.
That's a surprise. My surprise.
My
surprise was God dog it. The Jets. My surprise was the Jets that they finished that off. That was early in the game. That was early in the game, so they supposed to lose by 30, whatever you want to call it. The fact that they rallied around and the defense still flying around. Josh Allen, I don't know what you want to say about him. Everybody anointed him as great. I'm just saying they anointed him as great, so it is what it is. I guess they can have it. I don't know. It is what it is.
Let's address Brandy. Brandy, don't be crazy now. I believe Joe gonna bounce. Let's see if he can bounce back first before you take him.
Don't lose your money now.
Yeah, don't go.
I did that mistake one time and it cost me.
Yeah, that's just one game, but we were shocked that it was that bad. Yeah,
100%.
Okay.
And then the best team I got. Say, let me tell you something, man.
I know you're going.
We got to get this guy on the show. Listen, this guy FaceTimed me, Mr. Flo Rida himself, FaceTimed me in my living room and told me, what about those Dolphins you was talking about? I said, man, I ain't saying nothing bad about the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins. I said, I ain't saying nothing, but he think I'm mad about Tyreek Hill. I didn't say that. I just said that Jaden Waller was faster. That's what I told him. So we got this.
Shout out to the friend of the pod. Shout out to the friend of the pod, Flo Rida, coming through.
Yes,
once again, I do not see how you're going to guard Jaden Waller and Tyreek Hill.
Oh, well, first of all, let's be clear. There is no answer for Tyreek Hill. None. None. And no other play was clearer than that touchdown pass that Tua threw him. I had to watch that thing 4 times to see how he caught that ball. I said, man, how did he catch it? I don't understand how the ball even got through. Like, you can't play it no better than that. And here's Tyreek in the end zone.
Cheat code.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't help that they went to the game too. So he let me. Yeah, it
absolutely.
Listen, it ain't no answer for that. And here's the other thing. Jalen Ramsey ain't even playing yet. Oh man,
I know, man. I know.
Yeah,
they look good, man.
Yeah,
they look fantastic. Tyreek put up 200 receiving yards. 200.
Yeah.
You do not want to have a shootout with Miami.
No, you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that. Miami's for real, man. It's just gonna be interesting. Can Tua stay healthy? That's the only question.
That's it.
If he can stay healthy and upright, it's gonna be a long season for a lot of people.
They got to just put him in a hyperbaric chamber every
Can I put an asterisk too by the Chargers offense?
Absolutely.
I was kind of impressed with your old offensive coordinator. I was impressed with Kellen Moore. Let me just say that.
But can I say something about the Chargers real quick?
Uh-oh.
Haven't we seen this movie? To me, the Chargers is Groundhog's Day.
They put up points before me.
Isn't Justin Herbert just Phillip Rivers 2.0?
I don't know, but I wish I had him.
I mean, you probably do, but you're going to get the same result is what I'm saying. Like, what is different about the Chargers do the same? In my lifetime, the Chargers have had the same level of success every year.
Hold on. Oh, whoa. I can't go with that. Listen, the last two
appearances.
I got you.
And then they got busted in that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you played prime time. Okay,
just saying.
But I want to take something off of Justin Herbert and the offense. That defense on paper is supposed to be the best defense in league history with all those players they got over there.
Who was that? Khalil Mack? Who else?
J.C. Jackson.
Who else?
Darwin James. Asante Samuel Jr.
Bosa.
I mean,
on paper.
On paper.
Listen, they need to go get a defensive coordinator. They need to go get Dave Onstadt. They need to go get a defensive coordinator.
John, do me a favor. Don't smoke during the show.
Whoa,
that's unhealthy.
Yeah, that's unhealthy.
Don't do that.
I think that's more personal.
It might have been. It felt personal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Or it could be drug induced. It's fine. You know, I just want to make sure. Listen, I'll go next, and then Chad closes out. Dolphins, obviously, Tua and Tyreek, brilliant. My surprise was Bengals not doing nothing. Like they were terrible. If you go talk the trash, Jamar, you got to back it up. You go call them elves and all that stuff. You got to back that up.
And he can.
Right. Well, he can, but they got to do it together.
Facts.
Right. So, but my worst by far was Josh Allen's quarterback play. Oh my God. What the hell are you doing? Bruh. I'm watching him scramble and throw these passes, and I'm going, there's nobody open. Like, what are you looking at? Like, every one of them interceptions, the guy was not open. He was not open. Twice, the guy was covered with two people. Diggs was covered with two people. What are you looking at? And then the one play that sums it all up, the quarterback ended around, and he dove in the air, body first. I'm like, man, sir, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And then when you heard the press conference after, man, it's just the same old things, man. I keep making the same mistakes. Bro, what's wrong with you? Bro, you need counseling. You need to go to counseling because I just don't understand that. It's in what he did in that game. He literally sabotaged them because there was no reason for them to lose that game. There was no reason for them to lose that game.
Say, man, you gotta relax.
The whole building is stunned, and there's no energy in the building. All you gotta do is run the ball, throw a couple of passes, and snatch the heart out of their chest. And he just kept on giving them hope. Just kept on. He like, damn momentum. I'm throwing this ball 45 yards into the end zone to the Jets offense. He was the best Jets quarterback that night.
Oh, man.
Bruh, I'm gonna just be honest with you. As bad as Daniel Jones played, I'm good on Josh Allen being my quarterback. Because, bro, you are wilding.
Huh? Oh no, he can be my quarterback. Don't get it wrong.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, Josh Allen can be my quarterback. Yeah.
He's gonna get himself killed.
Hey, stop. We just told that young lady to chill out on.
Listen, Josh Allen, if he keep playing like this, he won't make it another 5 games.
Everybody has a bad game every once.
Everybody got a bad game, man.
Yeah, but most people don't self-inflict their bad game. Like,
true.
He just did stuff that didn't name one play that made sense that he had.
Lord, you need to take some off, man.
Probably because he frustrated.
But you know what it is, though. You know what he's on the cover of.
Madden.
Madden, okay. But Madden don't make you do stupid stuff.
Is he on the cover? Oh, he gonna get hurt. He gonna break his neck. He gonna break his leg or something.
It's the curse. It's the curse, man.
He played terrible, bro. I was like, yo, man. You gotta stop doing these commercials and just focus. Like, you ain't focused. That was terrible. That was a terrible, terrible performance. All right, I'm sorry, Chad. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I pretty much had what you guys had. My best was the Miami, the cheat code there. Worst, Bengals, and surprise, the Jets coming back and winning that game. And like you guys said, after Rodgers went down, I thought Buffalo will play better, but they didn't. And they snuck one, and Diggs probably gonna be leaving if Josh Allen keep playing like that.
There's no question. There's no, bro.
We know where he's trying to get to.
He listen. It's only just a matter of time where he's gonna be a Cowboy. I'm convinced of that now. But golly, I understand why though. Like, how do you not choke that dude out after the game? Like, he'd have to see me. We would have to talk after the game. Like, dude, if you don't calm down, you know how you talk to somebody, you talk through your teeth. That's how you have to talk to Josh Allen. Listen, I'm gonna bust your. All right, I'm sorry. It was just bad.
Yeah,
that was just so bad.
Side note question though, Cam, how you think your boy Anthony Richardson did?
I went back and saw the game because I was at work, and I thought he played good. Listen, at the end of the day, if there is no Jonathan Taylor, he's going to struggle. If there is no Jonathan Taylor, if there is no running game, it's easy football. Put 8 in the box. Make him beat you. Like
I think he played better than good. I think out of the three quarterbacks, he played the best.
Oh yeah, clearly. If you're gonna compare them to them, clearly,
Bryce was terrible. CJ was terrible.
Yeah,
I think he needs to protect himself though. If
JT ain't gonna be there, if we ain't gonna resign him, I get it. Move on. But we got to go get a running back, and we need to go get the one that's out there. We need to go get Kareem Hunt, like right now. Go get Kareem Hunt, please.
But let me say this: I understand why he didn't protect himself. He's a rookie. He don't understand that he's supposed to slide yet. I'm looking at you, Josh Allen.
He's gonna figure it out real quick.
Right. He will. He'll start to slide at some point.
He's already talked to RG3. It won't happen again. We're good.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He'll figure it out. I'm looking at you, Josh Allen. He'll figure it out. If the rookie figures it out before you, something is deeply wrong.
Josh Allen just feel like he can run people over. Dude,
I'm telling you, Josh gonna be on IR by week 6. If
you got defensive ends that bigger and running faster than running backs these days. You better get your butt down.
Bro, when that dude jumped in the air in front of 3 Jets players, I was like, he's high. He has come to this game high.
He was having this airway.
I need him to be drug tested immediately. Lord have mercy. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's get to the question number 4, which is one of my favorite questions of the week, of every week. College football. To me, college football, it has yet to have a great game, yet it has been fantastic the last 2 weeks. Fantastic. And so,
whoa. Okay, never mind.
Well, I'm just saying.
I got you. No, I got you.
Well, now listen, I'm gonna go back and say a little bit of change on that, because that Texas Alabama game was fantastic. It was amazing. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a really good game. So let's talk about what was the biggest college story of the week. Who shocked you? Who disappointed you? Who was your best player? And who was the best team? Take it there, Chad.
That's a lot. My biggest storyline is Colorado, man. Colorado.
Okay.
The biggest storyline is Colorado, man.
What?
When you can pack your stadium like that and have Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Cameron, Wu-Tang Clan, all these, it was like the BET Awards in there, man. So I do believe, yes, I do believe doing the Shadur.
But a lot of that's Prime, though. Prime he's that dude.
That's fine, but he's making those guys have confidence, and then they're taking that confidence onto the football field. So I definitely think that they still have a lot to attain to, but I'm definitely waiting on that USC game, seeing where
why?
Because that's
what's going to happen.
When we get to the USC game, you got to play Oregon. Well, you got to play Colorado State, then Oregon.
Yeah, but I feel like USC is better than Oregon. So I feel like that's going to be the game. I feel like that's
what is Oregon averaging 80 points a game?
Y'all let it go, Jay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all let it go.
Yeah. So I think that was a good storyline. Since Cam humble flex a little bit ago, and we didn't give him the humble flex. I'm a humble flex. I was watching the game, the OU game with former OU defensive end Jeremy Beal. He was screaming at the TV because he definitely wanted to have that win over Saban. So I think that was my most surprising, because I didn't have Alabama in there before. I thought they was going to at least do something this game because it's Nick Saban, but they definitely wet the bed on that one. So I had that as
truth be told, Chad, they should have lost last year to Texas.
Yeah, they definitely should.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. My surprise, Miami being beat by A&M. I thought Miami was going to win that game. I thought they had enough to win the game, but A&M came in and got them. So that was my surprise.
Okay, I like what we doing, Cam.
Can you put the categories up there so I can match them up?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
I don't want to mix them up.
That's my fault because I really should have just left them up there in the first.
No, I just don't want to mix them up. I just don't want to mix them up.
There you go.
Who shocked me was Texas.
That shocked you?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I feel like I went back and watched the game because I was at the OU game. I feel like Texas controlled the whole thing. I feel like Sarkisian was the best coach out there on the field.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
That's shocking enough. We talking about Nick Saban.
Very much so.
Nick Saban. See, here's the thing though. Nick Saban and Dabo don't put their foot in their mouth. You better be excellent because y'all put y'all mouth on Dion. You better be excellent.
We got into it last Thursday. I got into it with Kendrick and Charlie on Believe in the ACC. I said, listen, if he gonna take this stance, it's okay, but you're not winning. You're forfeiting winning because them 5 stars ain't coming to you. If they got a choice between, listen, I'm a black boy from the hood, and I got a chance to go get $1 million at Alabama, or maybe not Alabama, or Colorado, or Texas, or just come to Clemson because you're a good guy, bruh. You coming back to the planet and fast. So I agree with you. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean,
no, you good. Who was the best player? Y'all already know who I think was the best player. We don't even have to say that, do we?
I want to see him play somebody though.
That's cool, but he only missed 2 passes once again, man.
I agree.
He ain't playing the fourth quarter.
And
listen, man. Listen, people. Listen. In about 3 more weeks, people are going to be tanking the NFL to make sure they get the #1 pick in the draft to get him. Let me say that again. In about 3 more weeks, teams in the NFL are going to start tanking the season to make sure they get Caleb Williams at the #1 pick.
I can't argue against
Jets.
I can't argue against that.
Who was the best team?
Well, I mean, the best team is.
I want to lie right now. I really do want to lie. Michigan just looks so dominant at every level. And listen, we can talk about who you play and who you don't play and all that stuff. We can talk about how they ended the season last year, all that, whatever. They just look so dominant. And they lost so much, but they look so dominant at every part of the game. Special teams, defense, offensive line. They lost defensive linemen. They lost linebackers. They look good. And they had one of the best recruiting class. So I give it to them. I mean, and the only reason I'm saying that about Michigan, because when we're talking all these categories and all this stuff, Georgia is not in the thing. We can't even talk about Georgia. They're in a league of their own. They're like in the XFL or something like that. Like we shouldn't even talk about Georgia. So I'm going to go with Michigan this week.
Man, I need to copy that clip.
I mean,
play it on a loop.
All right.
My best and another best team. I like what Duke is doing. I do. I thought I knew it wasn't a fluke the first time. I knew it wasn't. I like them. I do, and I really want to give a shout out. I told y'all at the beginning of the year when we talking about who you got and all that stuff. Listen, and I hate to say it because I got people, I got friends, and you can't say nothing about their team because then they whatever.
They can't handle it.
Florida State.
Listen,
you got to go beat them.
I tried to warn y'all, everybody. I really did. I told everybody from the beginning, this is not. Don't adjust your TV. It's happening.
The only team that can beat Florida State is Florida State, probably.
It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to strap it up to beat them. And by the way, Jared Verse is quickly moving up draft board. That man,
yes,
that's a grown man right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's grown man business.
You know, he remind me of Clowney. That's
he
what
does. He does. He got
college.
that
in college.
In college, yes, he got that same killer mentality. Yeah. For me, listen, the biggest story. It would have to be because of who they played. Because the biggest story is Colorado. It's not even a question. But because of who they played, man, Texas put on a show. They put on a show. First former assistant to beat Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa. And he didn't just beat him. He dominated him. It was never close. There was never any question who the better team was on that field. Texas dominated. So that's my biggest story of the week. Who shocked me? I'm an ACC guy, so I gotta say Cincinnati beating Pitt. I'm like, Pitt, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all can't never win nothing on the road? What's wrong with y'all? I'm gonna have more to say about that tomorrow. But Pitt, and guess what else shocked me? Wisconsin. What's wrong with y'all? Is the Pac-12 really this good?
They are not running the ball at all either. It's crazy.
I mean,
I'm serious.
They better be gone. They better be gone too.
But hold on though, because we got to deal with this. The Pac-12. Let me see. I just want to look at it real quick. Right now, the Pac-12 as a whole, as an overall conference, they have 4 losses total as a conference.
Sounds like a strong conference to me.
It sounds like a strong conference. It sounds like a conference that probably should stay together. Ain't that amazing? They finally got the conference exactly where they need to be, and it's over. I know the commissioner of the Pac-12 got to be sick to his stomach because this is the best season they done had. This is the best season the Pac-12 done had.
Hey,
in 20 years.
They got to use it to recruit people, I guess.
Man,
it's amazing. It really is amazing. He got at least 5 legitimate Heisman candidates in the conference right now. Right now, as we speak. He got 3 potential national championship candidates in the conference. And it's all over January 8th.
What I say, grand opening, grand closing.
Grand opening, grand closing. Okay.
That's crazy.
Listen, John, I know everybody wants to give Sam Hartman all this love at Notre Dame. I get it. At some point, Sam Hartman is going to Sam Hartman. I am convinced thoroughly that at some point Sam Hartman is going to Sam Hartman. So I'm just waiting for it.
That's tough.
Dang.
I'm gonna say this, man. I think the best player this past weekend, you can make a case for Jordan Travis because he's just playing smart football, man. The kid's got it figured out. And he may get into the Heisman conversation just because his team is going to be that good. Every week in and week out, Florida State's going to be there. But don't you have to, at some point, start? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At some point, especially the way they beat Texas A&M. At some point, don't you also have to say, hey, Tyler Van Dyke might be the real thing. 374, 5 touchdowns. Might be the real thing. Might be. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the season goes and if he keeps that up.
If he can keep it up. Yeah. But this Heisman race might be the best one we've seen in a long time. Because there's a lot of candidates out there right now. Who disappointed me? I already said Wisconsin. But the best team is still Georgia. I mean, listen. Come on. Who we kidding?
Here go the other thing, too, about what you're saying, Lloyd, about Florida State. Because it's going to happen. The LSU is going to beat up on everybody else they play, which is going to boost Florida State record. Like, they beat that team. Strength of schedule.
Florida State right now is on track to make the ACC championship game and the
playoff. They on track to run the table.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna make the ACC championship game look like going away, and they're probably gonna make the playoff.
I think
whoever wins. Here's the irony of the ACC right now: Florida State trying to get out, North Carolina trying to get out, and they're having the best season they've had in a long time. By the way, amazing how the whole thing is flipped around. But we'll get into that tomorrow too. Okay, we got a bonus.
Florida State to me is this year. This year, Florida State is like the last 2-3 years of Ohio State.
Yes,
that's what they are to me.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great analogy. Bonus question. We got to get into this because while y'all was sleeping, some of y'all wasn't getting up and watching the game like I was, like probably Cam was, like probably Chad was. We watched this debacle. And this is an easy one for me. This is an easy bonus question for me. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. You don't send a JV team to do what the varsity.
Oh, JV. I like it.
Come on now.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
JV
You're right. You're right.
I like to call him
all good players.
That's disrespectful, Lord. Don't call him a JV.
It is.
Call
It is disrespectful.
Call him a D-League team.
A what?
D-League.
Now that's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
That was disrespectful.
I apologize.
But to your point, they shouldn't have been out there. But shout out to Steve Kerr for making lemons out of, or trying to make lemons out of lemonade. Now, if somebody would just gave him some sugar, if Shiloh outplays Caleb, is he the number one favorite going into New York? Oh, that's a good question.
First of all, it's not a good question because we know he's not going to outplay Caleb Williams.
I can make a case that he's already outplaying Caleb Williams.
Hey.
I can make a case that he already is.
Like I said before, I think that's going to be the litmus test.
Are you going by the numbers? What are you going by?
By my eyes. Listen.
Why?
Caleb is dynamic. Caleb could be Patrick Mahomes-esque. Or
so you believe
Caleb might be Johnny
so you believe
Manziel-esque.
what you said. So you
find
believe.
out.
So you believe.
I believe.
Okay.
I told you I believe.
Okay.
I told you I believe. But back to USA basketball.
And I tell you what, I told you last week, I believe too. I believe they got to play Oregon. They got to play USC. They got to play Utah. They got to play Oregon State. They got to play Arizona State.
Listen,
I believe
that's when the Heisman's going to be decided.
Huh?
USC and Colorado will decide the Heisman, in my mind. That will decide the Heisman. But I digress. We talked about USA basketball.
Don't forget about Marvin Harrison. Don't forget about Marvin Harrison.
Do y'all think LeBron and KD and do you think they gotta play in 2024, right?
Got to.
If they don't play, this team
they got to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things riding on this. The no allows comments, the embarrassment of the FIBA World Cup. Paris is an attractive city for the guys, so they're going to want to go over to Paris. They have to.
The FIBA didn't really embarrass me that much. I didn't think this. I wasn't on. Listen, you got to learn how. You got to know how to play basketball to win in international basketball. And those guys are great individual players, but they're not. They don't have IQs. Name the guy on that squad, the current squad that just played that has a strong basketball IQ. I'll wait.
Yeah.
On what squad? On which squad?
On the one that just played.
I mean, probably.
Wait. What did you ask, Lloyd?
Who has a strong basketball IQ?
On who
John is saying Brunson. I think Brunson is a good point guard.
Oh, you talking about on the USA team?
Yeah.
We ain't got nobody.
John is saying Brunson. I'll say this about Brunson. I think he's a decent point guard, but I would not say he has a strong basketball IQ yet.
Hey, man. Say this to me, man. It's 20 other guards you're going to put in there before Brunson.
Yeah.
I think the fact of the matter is – Go ahead. No, I said the fact of the matter is a lot of guys didn't want to play in the Olympics because of whatever reasons. Now,
they didn't want to play in FIBA.
Well, there was a point there. I thought earlier that they didn't want to play the Olympics as well. But like the last Olympics, everybody was.
I think a lot of the last Olympics was because of the COVID thing. I think guys was like, man, I ain't trying to put myself at risk for just to go over there and play. And I get it. I'm not sure. I ain't sure. But this time around, I think guys are gonna play. I think Steph gonna play. I think LeBron gonna play. I think
Steph's
KD
not
gonna
won a gold medal, so I think his motivation is going to be to win the gold medal, and LeBron is going to assemble the Avengers. They're going to assemble the Avengers.
Oh, so LeBron's going to assemble the team? Oh,
LeBron is probably going to assemble the Avengers. He's recruiting I heard he's already recruiting, so.
But thank God,
probably going to be the best of the best.
Thank God, because right now we need to assemble some people. It was bad. That was bad basketball. So
yeah, but the gap is close. The gap is closed as far as a lot of those a lot of those guys play in the NBA. So I mean,
the gap is closed when we send our JV team.
That's what I'm finna say. Yes, they got the best of whatever they got out there.
Right. But when we send the varsity, it ain't that close.
Man, come on, man.
It ain't that close. I hear what you're saying though. Yeah. All right. Y'all know what question 5 is. It's the 5 picks, y'all.
Hold on. Can I go back to that? Can I go back to that? One more thing on that.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I want to tell you the most hideous thing I heard last week.
Well, talk to me.
Somebody told me in the sports group that I'm in that FIBA basketball was better than the NBA.
I feel like we got a drop for that. I don't even know what it. Oh, there it is. I knew we had a drop for it.
You go to the next question, man.
Wise.
Wow.
You might want to cut that person off as a friend.
I got out the group.
They don't have your best interest at heart at all.
I had to get out the group, man. I cherish friendships more than that.
Yeah.
So I had to get out the group. Yeah.
So we're just gonna be friends and talk about like other stuff, like music and
that's crazy.
TV shows, stuff like that. We ain't gonna talk about it. All right. We're doing our 5 picks, ladies and gentlemen. Chad, do we have records? Because I feel like I'm killing it.
I had it, but I don't have
I gotta be winning.
I had it, but I don't have it.
I feel like I am. I could be wrong.
I had never picked, so I gotta be winning. You know, I had a 2-week hiatus.
I had it, but I don't have it. I thought I had it, but I don't have it.
Oh, well, we know Chad ain't winning since he ain't got it.
Well, I'm gonna need an update next week, Chad, because I feel like I'm winning. Yeah. All right, okay. Let's go. Minnesota, North Carolina. What we doing?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
By the way, that game with App State was crazy. But that's App State, though. They do that to North Carolina every year. If I was at North Carolina, I'd stop scheduling that game.
That was the first game of the season last year, too.
I don't think it matters when they play them. They need to stop scheduling that game. They're gonna end up taking an L. App State ain't playing with them. They want that state dominance.
Well, Chad know about that. I mean, let's keep it real.
Say, man, chill out.
Wow, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that coming.
Chill out.
He's right though, Chad. Y'all all familiar.
Chill out.
Y'all put App State on the map.
Y'all did. I didn't even know what an App State was until y'all played them.
Yeah.
I messed around and had my college team got a coach out of that nonsense. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Michigan.
Thanks for bringing up old news.
My bad. I apologize, Chad. My bad.
Yeah, that was. We're gonna move on.
That was a slug.
Who you going with, Chad?
I said North Carolina.
Okay, so we all going North Carolina on that one. Georgia Tech, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
I mean, I don't know why I would pick Georgia Tech. By the way, I knew that Nebraska was in trouble the moment I saw Jeffrey Sims out there. Jeffrey Sims used to play for Georgia Tech, and I was like, well, they definitely gonna lose.
Did he get paid to do that?
He clearly, that brother had 4. He had 3 fumbles and an interception before halftime.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. That game was unbelievable.
Somebody told me he got like 35 turnovers in 2 years.
He got a lot. Well, he got 7 in 2 weeks.
So you believe it can happen?
So he's on pace. He's on pace to beat that record. Penn State, Illinois.
Nifty lines.
I haven't had a chance to see Penn State yet, but I'm gonna trust that their ranking is real.
It is, especially what they did last year too. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Penn State.
I said Penn State by 40.
But golly, can you go beat Ohio State this year? Dang.
Right.
Beat
All
somebody.
this beating up on people that don't matter.
Yeah.
Washington and Michigan State.
Washington.
This first of all, this game is a disaster already. Mel Tucker, what are you doing, brother?
Oh,
Like,
man.
for real. Lord
Oh,
have mercy.
Yeah.
How you mess up a $95 million bag?
Hey, they may have to make a phone call on this one. They may have to go get their old coach back.
They might.
Jeez.
They might. But that brother show messed up that bag. $95 million bag, just pissed it away. Give me Washington.
Yeah.
I'm believing in the Pac-12 right now. Or what's left of it.
He said, "Oh, what's left of it?"
Pac-4.
Pac 1.5, whatever it is.
You just say what's left of it.
What's left of it? Biggest game of the weekend is Tennessee, Florida, probably. Listen, the kid, Tennessee, he looked like he's the real thing. He looked like he's the real thing, y'all. Give me Tennessee. I don't think it's gonna be no other. I know it's a rivalry game.
Tennessee.
I know they're going to the swamp, but they look like the real thing.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
All right. All right, let's take it over to the NFL, people. We coming out the gate. Boy, this game, all of a sudden, this game is important. Because, boy, Cincinnati can't go down 0-2. But they might go down 0-2. Baltimore didn't even play a great game at all.
Neither did Cincinnati.
But Baltimore put up 25 in a bad game.
Yeah.
They ain't even got it together yet.
I'm going Cincinnati. Write me down.
Okay, you going Natty?
I'm going.
All right.
Yeah.
For all the reasons you just said.
Okay.
They can't go down to Burrow, put up 3 points, his 87 yards. Yeah, I'm going Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got, Lloyd?
Yeah, what you doing?
Like Kim said, I don't think they're gonna have a game like that, but that boy Zay Flowers showed out on the game. So I think he can build on that. So I'm gonna go Baltimore.
You going Ravens?
Yeah.
Listen.
Guys got to stop betting with your heart. You got to stop betting with your heart, guys.
Cincinnati.
If I would bet with my heart, I would say Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, you're going down 0-2. You're going down 0-2. Seattle and Detroit. That's going to be a good one.
Detroit.
First game of the year. Coming off a big win.
I'm going Detroit.
I'm going by what Cam said earlier, so I'm going Detroit.
I believe in Seattle, y'all. As much as
I do too. I do too.
I believe in Seattle. And they can't go down 0-2 either.
Whoa. What you mean they can't go down 0-2 and you pick the Lamar Jackson? So, yeah, they can go down 0-2.
But I'm saying they can't afford to. Because 49ers look like they're going to run.
Nobody can.
They can't afford to. You're right.
The 49ers look like they're going to run away with this thing. And so they got to, if they want to get in the playoffs, they got to win.
Okay, my bad.
They got to win. But I don't know if they can beat the Lions at home. So I'm going to go. Damn, I guess we're going all Detroit.
They're going to beat Detroit at home.
God, dog it.
That's what you want to write. Hey, Lord, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Just so you can clear your head a little bit. Who do you got? Seattle or Detroit? I'm giving you a different chance, a different angle at this one at home.
Okay.
Who you got, man? I know. I just feel like you picked that a little quick.
I'm going
Detroit at
Detroit.
home.
I want to pick Seattle. I want to pick Seattle.
I know you want to pick them. That's why I'm going to ask. I don't want you to read it to yourself. I want to ask you. Who do you have, Lloyd? Seattle or Detroit?
This is going to be my first loss right here. I'm going Seattle.
Oh,
go it.
Peer pressure, bro.
Yeah, I'll let you peer pressure me.
Oh, wow. It's going to be your second loss, by the way. Okay.
It's going to cost me too. Kansas City, Jacksonville. Both got to get it back together.
What? Jacksonville got to get it back together? Hold on. Let me play Lloyd. Let me play Lloyd now.
Don't they have to? Did they win?
Jacksonville, they won.
They won. They did win. They did win.
So let me be Lloyd for a second.
I forgot they pulled that game out.
Let me ask this question. Kansas City and Jacksonville. Kansas City can't go down 0-2.
Travis gonna play. Well, listen, that's not really true because ain't nobody good in the AFC West but Kansas City.
Yeah.
The Raiders are terrible.
Give me Jacksonville.
Even though they won, the Raiders are terrible.
This is my game of the week. Give me Jacksonville.
You're going Jacksonville. You believe.
This is game of the week. Give me Jacksonville.
I got to go Kansas City. I can't.
Of course you do.
I can't do that to them.
Chad, who you
So we don't have any word on Kelsey yet, do we?
He played. He was in practice today. He playing. Chris is back.
If he plays, because they can't throw the ball to Kadarius Toney.
Oh man,
they cannot throw the ball to Kadarius Toney.
I'm going with Kansas City if Kelsey plays.
Kelsey's playing. They'll be fine.
If he don't, then I'm switching to Jay.
If Chelsea play, that's
all right. Oh my God.
They can't go 0-2, can they?
They can't go 0-2. They can't.
Give me the Giants, man.
I think the Giants are not that bad. Give
me the Giants.
Not 40-0 bad.
Give me the Giants.
I'm going Giants as well. I just don't believe they're that bad. No,
we know
no
Chad
Kyler.
I saw Chad in the club with Kyler Murray last year. We know who he got. He going
right.
Kyler Murray. He going Arizona just for the friendship's sake.
That's fine. That's your boy.
Who's Arizona star quarterback?
I don't know. Some dude named Mo.
Yeah, I'm going with the Giants then.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
They can't have two bad games, terrible games.
I can't believe it's gonna be that bad twice. All right, now you get a choice on this one. You can take the easy route and go Jets Dallas.
Whoa.
By the way,
easy route?
I put this question together Monday before the game. So in my mind, this was gonna be a really
really good one.
I feel like I should erase this now because
no, these are look at the last 5 years. These are the games that Dallas lose. Teams that they should beat with a good running game and defense.
I tell you what, if Dallas lose this game, like the old hymn, all hope is lost.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Lord. I know for a fact you are a religious praying man.
I am.
The spirit of Aaron Rodgers is going to be in that stadium.
Well, Aaron Rodgers will be there. So, I mean, I guess his spirit will be there, too.
Dallas by 60.
Yeah, Dallas is going to win. But I think Indianapolis is going to beat Houston.
I know we're going to beat Houston.
Yeah, I think they're going to beat Houston.
We got the better quarterback, I hope.
I feel real bad for Zach Wilson. I do. I feel bad for him, man.
I don't. They traded picks, number 2 pick. No. Go out there and do your thing.
Kimberly Martin predicted that Dallas would have 14 sacks this week.
That's the record. That was the
No,
record.
the record. That would be the record. That'd be the record by a lot.
Yeah, that's what
the record was like 12.
Yeah, they were trying. I was watching the sounds of the game, and they were talking about that on the sideline.
But Dwayne Brown can't block. And Mekhi Becton, I love him. Shout out to Louisville, but man. At some point, I think Dallas is committing crimes. Like, that's not. Did y'all agree with Michael Parsons that the Giants committed a crime by keep putting Daniel Jones out there? Leaving him out there?
Yes. I think because what happened when he got hurt last time, I think you definitely put your big money quarterback out there in a blowout. You can risk getting hurt. So yeah, I agree. The game was over at halftime, so I mean, he didn't need to be out there.
Well, I think they were just trying to get some momentum, but yeah, they should have pulled him a long time ago.
Yeah. That's how you get hurt.
They must really like Tyrod Taylor as a human being. It was like, we can't risk Tyrod.
What are they saying?
All right, who we shouting out, man? I go as a collective. I'm gonna steal this from everybody because I think as a group we need to do this. Shout out to Coco Gauff. Girl, You did your damn thing. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw it. I watched it. I watched the last semifinals where the girl Sabalenka played Madison Key, and she had Madison Key shook to her draws. And Madison Key didn't know what to do. She was like, I got nothing. This power is overwhelming. Coco Gauff looked at her power and was like, girl, you ain't did nothing. My mama hit harder than this. Sabalenka was shook. She didn't know what to do because she thought she was going to overwhelm her. And Coco was chasing down all them balls and just sending them right back over the net. And she had no other answer. She had no other go-to. She didn't have no trick shots. She was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So shout out to Coco Gauff on behalf of the Noise Media family. That was
Facts.
That was impressive.
Facts.
All right. Who y'all shouting out?
Okay. Just shouting out you guys, man. Another banger, another good week. Was talking sports, man. So shout out you guys, and just kicking it with you guys. The audience, people commenting, just the Five Nation in total, man. So.
Appreciate y'all, man. All right, Cam, who you shouting out?
So I first want to shout out to my nephew Tristan. As I know, his dad passed. We're gonna have his funeral on Saturday, but he's out there still balling on the football field. He's making it happen. He's a sophomore starting cornerback, looking real good, looking solid. John working with him one-on-one with him.
Nice.
He got him out there looking like a little beast out there. So
okay.
Shout out to nephew. And also, we seen it all. We all seen it like back in Tyson day when they boxing and stuff, and when you in the other corner against Tyson, like half the time you already defeated. You really, if those boxers would be honest, some of them would say how many rounds they thought it was gonna last.
Oh yeah.
If you're being honest, and it's like, man, I don't care who you are, Logan, Nelson. If you line up against Michael Parsons, you got to be thinking like, what am I gonna do? And it's like, I hadn't seen this man. I ain't seen this kind of freak on defense in a while. We could talk about Lawrence Taylor. You could talk about Derek Smith. You can talk about all those people. But when you can go from linebacker and swap to the end, move around in the middle, like we ain't seen nothing like this in a long time.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He a problem.
He's a problem.
And he's gonna get paid. He's
gonna get paid. It's gonna be Dallas.
Speaking of that, shout out to Geno Smith for keeping it real. Sometimes we don't like to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? When the ish hits the fan, and we be like, no, I'm tough. I'm O.M.G, I'm a rider. That man saw Aaron Donald coming down the hill with nobody in front of him. And he said, oh my God. And you know what? Here's how you know it was good. I ain't heard not one person in the league say, oh man, you're a chump or you're this.
Bet not.
Everybody in the league like, yeah, that's about right.
Bet not.
That's about right.
Bet not.
That's about right. So shout out to Geno Smith for keeping it real. Right now the Rangers are up 7-0 in the top of the ninth. But the Astros are up 6-0 in the bottom of the seventh. So,
oh yeah, I got another shout out.
Okay.
Whenever everybody's done,
we done.
Shout out to J.P. Martinez of the Rangers. He's my neighbor.
I gotta put a humble flex button in this show because y'all getting away with a lot of ish today. I don't have one for this show, but if y'all gonna be doing this, we are absolutely getting a humble flex button.
The
Flo Rider, J.P. Martinez. There's a lot going on tonight.
No.
Yeah.
The Rangers they play next week too. They play at home next week.
We got to get. I think we can get ourselves out of this. I think
who y'all play next week?
That's a great question.
Next week, I can't remember who y'all got. Y'all got somebody on the schedule.
I don't think we. I think we. Are we done with division games? I think we got some division games, but it's like I think we done with the Astros. Yeah,
it was a setup.
It's a setup. Oh, I know it is. That's gonna be. Listen, I'm looking forward to that because we're gonna get all three of them.
Scherzer's out though.
We're gonna get all three of them.
I'm gonna be at the game Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm there.
Hey, we appreciate y'all coming to contribute.
I'm gonna be at the game Tuesday and Wednesday. Lord, you're more than welcome to come on with me Tuesday too.
Oh, everyone. But we're gonna beat y'all 3 times in a row.
Ooh.
We have to.
Wednesday's a day game, so I'll be gloating on the show on Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. John Scherzer's done for the year. I know.
He's not playing. He's done for the year.
Yeah.
What happened?
This is strained in his arm and
that's my back, Scherzer.
Yeah. You ain't got to chill like that. That's rude.
I know, man.
And still, we're gonna make the playoffs.
Oh, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Playoffs.
Well, I mean,
you sound like a team that's never. Excuse me. You sound like a team that's never won it before.
We've never won it before.
That's what you sound like.
We've been there though.
The playoffs. Man, get out of here with that mess.
You know what? On that note, sir.
I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm staying out of this.
You know what? I don't like what you just did there. On that note, we're gonna get out of here. Y'all join us in the morning for the 5. I mean, not the 5. Believe in the ACC. You got me shook over here. Join us for Believe in the ACC. Man, the conference looks a lot different than what it was when we started. So come listen to us talk about it in the morning. But that is the great Chad Major. That is the great Killer Cam. Even though he's gonna give us 3 games next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We appreciate that. And I guess we out, man. Yeah. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Forget your 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the 5. Oh, the strongest. 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me into the 5.